Republican lawmakers pressing Fairfax County, Virginia leaders on sanctuary city policies yesterday after the countless release of dangerous illegal migrants who are repeat offenders. Listen to this.
Would we be safer if he wasn't in the country then? Would we be safer, yes or no?
Sir,
yes or no, or to be safer if the man wasn't in the country? Damn it, answer my question.
Sir, I'm trying. You keep changing the question.
A disgusting, perverted individual preying on children, that you dismissed the case. As the father of 2 young girls, one of them's 5. That is as shameful as anything I have seen.
Talk to me
Quit defending the indefensible. You clearly don't.
Our next guest's new book, it's called Suicidal Empathy, Dying to Be Kind, highlights how misguided kindness is responsible for some of the world's most catastrophic policy decisions. That author is Gad Saad, and he joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. This was endorsed by Elon, and Elon Musk also put something on social media about your book. What led you to write this?
Well, basically, I saw that every single moral calculus that you could think of was completely inverted, right? Rape victims deserved less empathy than the rapists. Squatters deserved more empathy than homeowners. American vets deserved less empathy than Guatemalan illegal refugees. And so I started thinking, what could cause people to have such a breakdown of their moral compass? And that led me to write this book.
And what is that? What did you find? Why do we have judges or leaders that coddle, for example, really dangerous criminals?
Well, because take, for example, if you're a felon who's already committed 186 different felonies, but you're black, well, the argument would go, and this stems from, the university education of these judges, the argument goes that these felons of color are already victimized by a white supremacist society. So to then now punish them even more, that's like a double whammy, because apparently they don't have personal agency. We need to be kind to them and give them 200 chances.
Well, what's your take on what's happening in Fairfax County? You saw, we saw yesterday the angel mom, her name's Cheryl Minter. She confronted the Fairfax County Commonwealth's attorney, Steve Descano. Her daughter was stabbed to death when she was at a bus stop. And the suspect is an illegal immigrant allowed to be back out on the streets because of Toscano, despite a very lengthy criminal rap sheet. And even though the Fairfax Police Department, in writing, told Toscano, do not let this guy out, he will be a repeat offender. And then he goes and he kills Cheryl's daughter. Look at this. We have a full screen of repeat offender illegal migrants that were arrested in Fairfax County, Virginia. These are individuals that are let back out on the streets. What's your reaction?
I mean, I wish I could say that I'm surprised, but again, if you've been educated and inculcated with all of the ideas that come out of academia, and I hate to say this because I'm a professor of 32 years, if we are today debating what constitutes male or female after we had adjudicated this problem for hundreds of thousands of years, it doesn't surprise me that a judge could be so confused as to grant greater rights to an illegal immigrant than to the person that he's going to victimize. It's all part of the same playbook.
Do you think it's because we were disciplined and I mean, this never would have happened when we were growing up. What has changed in the far progressive left where they have sympathy for these individuals?
Well, because if you're constantly taught that you live in a society that is sitting on stolen land, that has committed genocide against the indigenous people, that is transphobic, that is Islamophobic, that is patriarchal, that is misogynistic, you're living in existential civilizational guilt. And the only way that you can resolve that problem, the only way that you could seek penance is by engaging in endless self-flagellation. So let's let in everybody into the country, including those who don't share any of our foundational values. Nothing could be kinder.
And there are other examples too, like healthcare to illegals. A lot of people have a heart for the illegals that are here and want them to have healthcare, but we're running out of money. Who's paying for this? It just kills our own healthcare and kills our own country. Toscano did defend his department's actions, and he did also apologize to Cheryl Minter and said that he was really sorry what happened to her daughter because he is a father to a daughter as well. Thank you so much for coming on with us. Excellent read. Suicidal Empathy. Pick it up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great to see you, God.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.